Dog Gadgets. Live!
Hey, it's Josh from Brown Dog Gadgets. Thanks for watching us today. We have a fun interview lined up with Natasha from TechnoChic. She's going to come and show us a fun project or two, and we'll be having some fun making those. But as always, you can find all the fun Brown Dog Gadget stuff at browndoggadgets.com. There we go, fun Brown Dog Gadgets overlay. And as always, all of our resources and materials are free on our website, and you can find all sorts of fun STEM activities and other STEM stuff there. As usual, I'm here with Pete, our producer.
Hello.
Pete's somewhere over here behind many a green screen.
Over here.
Helping things out, and Natasha's calling in on Skype. So, without further ado, we're going to pop on over to an interview with Natasha. So let's pop on over there. Hey, Natasha. How's it going?
Hey, Josh. It's going good.
Yay, things are working, and hopefully everything sounds lickety-split this time. So, yay, interviews via online things. We're hoping not too skipping around either on this, our poor small computer. So, Natasha, tell us about you guys and your company and all the fun stuff that you do.
Sure. So, TechnoChic, we make tech craft kits. So, kind of in the crafting space, but adding a little flip of technology, a little technology surprise in every project. And what you're holding right now is the DIY Blinky Bowtie Kit. So that will allow you to make a little paper bow tie that lights up so you can impress your friends with your super style and technical know-how.
What age range are these for, Natasha?
So they're about 8 to 11, I'd say, is like the sweet spot. But I've made these with as young as pre-K kids, and I've done 21 and up events with them as well. Adults have fun making Blinky stuff too, you know?
That's true. They do. They look to have fun. Do you do a lot of teaching conferences and library events or anything like that?
Well, I teach a lot of workshops at after-school programs, libraries, but right now I'm teaching a lot through the screen like this. So I hope we can have some fun building and doing some stuff virtually today.
Before I forget, if somebody wants to grab one of these kits, where should they go and grab one from?
So you're going to go to technochic.net. So it's techno for technology, chic like chic fashion, and chic crafts. And remember, it's .net.
I always forget that myself. And this is a fun example. Her packaging is very nice, as are the very nice branded batteries you have in there, which was very impressive.
Yes.
So let's have you make something fun with us. We've got our materials here from this kit and another kit from you as well. So we're gonna follow along and make some stuff while you explain the whole 9 yards of it here. So let's pop over to, there we go, little Josh. Yay.
Sounds wonderful. Okay, so in your kit, you should have a group of things. You should have some Blinky bow tie pieces, some shapes that look like this. These are the main bow tie pieces. You also should have some bow tie centers, which are these very shiny pieces. You should have some batteries. You should have some LEDs, which are these lovely flat LEDs. Can you see that? Ooh, yes. Special. And I like to call these party flash LEDs because they will be blinking in rainbow colors, and it looks like you're about to have a disco. So I refer to this kind of LED as party flashers. And then you should also have some little brooch pins that have a convenient sticky back to them. So I think, Josh, you should have everything in your kit and be ready to go.
I do indeed.
The other thing that and you came through. A little bit of a delay we're working with. The other thing you will need is some tape. And I have to say just a little note about using tape. There's a type of tape called transparent tape, not gift wrap tape, not see-through tape, transparent tape. That's the best tape. It's the kind that's like very shiny on top rather than having like a matte finish. And that just holds on to the battery a little bit better when we use it. So if you have that tape, use it. If not, use any tape. Will work pretty okay. So what I want you to do first is find the piece that looks like this. And actually, I should show you the blank one first. Looks like this. And Josh, the one that I'm working with right now is the Elegance Kit. The Elegance Kit comes with all of the paper is white. And there's different colored foil on it. And some of the kits come with colored paper, so they're kind of ready to go. And the Elegance Kit comes with all white. And when I do this project with kids, I spend the first little bit of the workshop coloring. So I've actually pre-colored one of the bow tie pieces, as you can see here. And if you are planning to do this with a group of kids, this is a really fun thing to do because you can get everyone coloring, and then as they finish coloring, you can sometimes break them up into smaller groups, and that makes the whole kit and caboodle easier to handle for you because you can kind of guide them through in one smaller group at a time, and give the ones who really like to spend a lot of time being artsy and coloring their own little like Zen moment within the class too. So that's kind of a fun little workshop tip. So Josh, I actually can't see you right now.
Oh no. Yeah, things were kind of breaking up. Yay
Are you
for
there?
internet. Yeah, you're coming through. Just keep doing your thing.
Okay, great.
We're gonna start making ours here,
Okay.
and just keep doing your thing. You're coming through fine.
Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep going, and I'll just holler if I'm going too fast or if you need a moment to catch up. This virtual workshop thing has been a fun time as we all join in and learn this together. So the first thing that you want to do after you have colored your piece, or not if you've left it, I'll just give you an example of a few other colors. I think, Josh, you have some too, but you can see how when they come colored, they're actually quite nice in and of themselves, and they have a beautiful foiled finish that is a little bit tactile. I'm a paper snob, maybe not a snob, a paper I don't know what you would call that. I just love paper. So I love to do things like foil stamping and special inks and things like that. But if you have that, you can go ahead and use the colored piece or use your one that you have colored. And the next step is there are some little pieces that you want to punch out. So they look like this. They're like tiny little holes. I think you can see that. And you just pop them out. And this is another thing that I kind of like. It's almost like, I don't know, popping the bubble wrap. It has just like a little bit of a satisfying feeling as you pop these little shapes out. And the other thing that I like to do is I'm going to take the LED, and the LED has these nice convenient little wires, and I'm going to have you locate a few little tiny holes that are in your piece. There's two in the center, and I can just use the wire from the LED to pop out the hole. I think you might be able to see this even. See that? Yeah, it makes it easier later on when we are going to be using these holes if they're already pre-popped out. You see that? And the LED wire is just being used as a tool right now because it makes it nice and easy to pop out those tiny little holes. So there you go. Two in the center and two on each side. So now my shape has been, pretty much prepared, ready to fold. So our next step is actually folding our shape. And there's actually two different kinds of bow ties in your kit. One makes a straight design, and one makes a design that's a little bit curved. It has some frills to it. So if you look at your shape from the back, the side that does not have the foil or the coloring on it, you'll notice that there's three lines towards the top. And your lines may have two of the lines that are curved, and you may have all three that are straight. So mine are straight. What did you get, Josh?
I've got straight
on
lines,
yours.
It looks like.
Straight line. Okay, so we'll be doing the same type of design, and we'll let the audience be pleasantly surprised when they get a kit and see the second design.
Luckily, Natasha, you have really, really nice directions right here that are really easy to follow, by the way.
Thank
So
you.
if anyone's wondering, oh, I should watch a video of these guys talking about stuff, no. There's really slick directions in the box, and I imagine probably on your website too.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's up there. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing next is we're going to be doing something that's very similar to folding a paper fan. Like you might do in the summertime when it's hot, you fold back and forth on a piece of paper a bunch of times, and then it makes this nice fan, and then you can fan yourself. We're going to do 3 folds that are really similar to that. So if you count from the top, there's 1, 2, 3 lines. And there's actually, if you flip the entire thing over, the same lines on the other side. So we're just going to pick one. And what I want you to do is fold away from you on the bottom line, then fold towards you on the middle line. Oh, wait, actually, I did that backwards. I'm sorry. Fold towards you on the bottom line, fold away from you on the middle line, and fold towards you on the top line. So you could say that from the side, it should look like the letter M when you're done. See that? And the color should be on the outside. I'll hold that up to the camera. I think you should see that. Brought to you by the letter M. Now we've gone full circle. All right, so we have our nice little M. How are you doing on your M, Josh?
Magnificently.
Oh, using the letter in a word. Amazing. We'll throw the A away and call it amazing. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. We're going to fold towards us on the bottom line. We're going to fold away from us on the middle line. And we're going to fold towards us again on the top line. And we should have another M looking at it from the side. Okay. So now we have something that's almost resembling our bow tie. Okay. So we have the general shape going. And now's the fun part. We're going to insert our LED next. So we have this little guy here. And just like all LEDs, it has a long and a short leg. And I like to just point that out right now. When we fold our LED, the 2 legs will actually appear to be the same length. But I did want to show you that you have those 2 different legs there. Of course, the long one is positive and the short one is negative. And we're going to use our legs both for their electrical componentness, for being wires, and also to hold our bow together. So it's got 2 purposes in this project. What I want you to do is hold your bow with the colored side facing front, and you're going to insert your LED from the same side. So it should look something like this.
That's easy enough.
Kind of, yeah. And when I show this to students, I kind of say it's like sticking its legs up in the air, legs towards the sky. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm holding the LED in with my thumb, because if I let go, then it'll drop out. So especially for the younger ones, sometimes that's like something to teach them. Now with the legs towards the sky, what you want to do is put one side through the 2 holes on the one side, like that, and then do the same thing on the other side. Okay. If you try to do both of them at the same time, you will be very sad because it's very hard. So do one at a time and you will be very happy. I have kids do that all the time. They think they're really smart and they're like, I'm going to do both of them at once. And then they sit there for an extra 5 or 10 minutes trying to get it together. Okay, so one at a time took me 2 seconds. So now I'm still using my thumb to push up. And I'm going to take out my bow centerpiece, the very, very shiny piece here. We're going to use this to cover the front of our LED. And it also is made out of a nice clear or transparent plastic. So it's going to let the light shine through when we're done. So you're going to take your 2 legs and you're going to take the end of your centerpiece, and that also has 2 holes in it already. I think you can see that. Yeah. And we're going to thread that on with the foil facing out, or facing the back where the legs are coming out. We're going to wrap it over the top of our LED And we're going to come all the way around and put the 2 holes that are remaining over the 2 legs again.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then once you're done with that, you should have the legs are still sticking out, and the front should look like a bow.
Oh, yeah. That was easy enough.
Yeah, right? Okay, so the next step I actually usually do pressing down on a table, but I'm going to do it holding it in my hand so that you can see it. But the only reason why I press it down at a table is it just makes it a little bit easier to push down on the legs. The top of the LED is flat, and that's really, it works to our advantage because it'll sit nice and flat on the table. Okay. So for now, what I want you to do is look at this angle here in the back. I want you to find the shorter of the 2 legs and fold the leg down at that angle.
Okay.
So something like this. Flat against the thing. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other leg. Now the 2 legs should be kind of right next to each other, like they're best friends. They're like walking side by side, something like that. So now we have kind of a bow that won't fall apart anymore because the legs have it secured. And our next step is to grab a battery.
I already did.
One of those batteries. Amazing. So did I. So now, if you remember before, we had the long leg was the positive side and the short leg was the negative side. But now, if you look at it, the 2 are side by side, and they should be about the same length. So you want to put the one that is shorter towards the side of the battery with the black ring. And you can kind of do that by putting the battery in between the 2 and testing it out. If you're wrong, it won't light up. If you're right, it will light up. If you're wrong, just switch take the battery out and switch it to be touching the opposite side. Okay? So now what we want to do is just add a little bit of tape so that our battery and our 2 legs stay together. So I'll show you my little trick for that. Is I usually grab the 2 legs like this so that they're holding the battery. And I take a piece of tape and I wrap it around kind of like I would be putting a Band-Aid around my finger. So wrapping around, keep wrapping, and now I have this like nice little battery sandwich. And then making sure that the positive side is facing out so that the 2 legs never touch each other, I just add another piece of tape to the back. Boop. And that way it'll be nice and secure. So now I have a light up bow that's all secure. And the last thing that I want to do is add a pin so that I can pin it to my shirt or pin it to my scrunchie or pin it to the top of my shoe or wherever I want to put it. So I'm going to grab a pin, and the pins come with some adhesive on the back. I can pull the adhesive or the paper backing off, which is this yellow piece of paper, and I can stick the pin right in the center at the back. There you go. And this pin is a little bit sharp, so if you're working with youngsters, I always help them put on their pins. But other than that, you are good to go. So I guess I could wear mine.
It is quite sharp. I had to watch out. Pete almost poked his eye out with it earlier.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry. I should have let you know that Pete needed some help there.
It's a sad state of affairs around here. Although Pete also made one over here. He made one too while we were.
I made 2, Josh. That's 2 now.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna put it up here so you can see it on camera a little bit easier. There we go. So there you go. You can wear it, put it on your hat, put it on whatever you want.
What
Give
about
your
your
stuffed
dog?
animal
Could
a
your
prom
dog
and
wear it?
have him have a bow tie.
Pete's wondering about a dog.
Could a dog or cat wear it?
Yeah, could a dog or cat put one of these on?
I have had I think 5 people so far have sent me a picture of their pets wearing it. So yes. It's a very common thing. Actually, one lady said that she put it on her dog because she was going out at night and she just wanted her dog to be seen. So I was like, that's pretty good. You know, kind of make it a fashion statement and a safety thing as well.
Hey, and we're gonna have Pete pop us over to the that one, Pete, would you? Yeah, because I want to show off the really like the paper is just really nice. It's hard to verbally tell say like how nice this paper and the materials are. It's just really really nice printed material with these nice copper and silver bits of I don't know what you call that in there. Foil. Pete's saying apparently the word is foil. I'm losing here.
Oh, the foil.
Yeah, the foil
Yes.
looks really nice. And actually, we made some of
Yes.
other stuff as well. Just really nice die cut things. Like yeah, it's hard to just put into words just how nice the printing is on everything here, on all the different materials you have. It's way nicer paper than we're used to using, and nicely die cut and scored. It just makes it really easy to work with, especially with younger kids, as opposed to like what we typically do, which is like the free form arts and crafts stuff. So this is a much nicer, Natasha.
Oh, thank you. You know, I think it's nice when you're giving a workshop to be able to just grab the materials and go and have it look really good. It also impresses parents a lot when they come to pick up their kids. They're like, "Oh, wow, that looks pretty nice." So yeah, I take a lot of pride in making it feel good. You know, it's also nice to be able to work with something that's technology, but it also feels good in your hands while you're making it. And you know, one of my favorite things.
We're going to actually go to a close-up of this stuff, too. Would you go to the close-up, Pete, see if our close-up
Let's
camera's
go to
working?
close-up, yes.
Oh, no, it's always out of focus, this camera. We can never get this to
Out of
stay in
focus.
focus.
Check.
Yeah, you have to go into the Logitech software to focus it in other software. Oh, good times. Slightly out of focus camera. But just kind of showing like how nice the printing is on here with this. Yeah, just if we... we had to focus that earlier. We're going to have to figure this one out.
There you go.
It's like just move things in and out, maybe.
Oh yeah. Well, the autofocus keeps popping up and down all the time. But yeah, you can see like the really nice on this the printed clear plastic for the bow tie centers is just really nicely done, and the foil on here, and just yeah. Oh yeah, we're very impressed with how nice your physical materials are. And you're right. Yeah, you're I guess a paper snob because you are definitely like top tier paper here.
It did take a lot of effort, but I'm glad that it was appreciated because I also enjoy it.
There you go. Well, hey, Natasha, one last time we're gonna plug Natasha's website. We're gonna throw that up on there. There you go, TechnoChic.net, and yeah, Natasha's stuff is great. We love using it. We love hanging out with Natasha. And spoiler alert: Natasha occasionally makes projects for us as well. You did a really cool Stranger Things T-shirt a while back, as well as our love tester, which was just a blast to have at the last event we did, where make adults come up and touch the love tester to see if they were compatible with each other. It was a very funny gag with adults at a trade show. But Natasha makes really, really great paper craft stuff. And you can see why her kits are so good, because she's such a good crafty person, and with really good attention to detail. So thanks, Natasha. You're awesome, and thanks for being on. And even with a minor lag, but whatever. We got time, right? So thanks a bunch. Natasha, thanks for coming on, and yeah, check out TechnoChic. Oh yeah, back to me again.
Hey.
TechnoChic. Check out her Natasha's really awesome stuff.
TechnoChic.net.
.net. Don't forget the
Yes.
.net. If you don't go to .com, it's
Yes.
it's nothing. .net's where it's at, man. Like Netscape
Yes.
Navigator.
Buy a kit.
Mm-hmm.
Buy a kit from Natasha. Natasha, how much are these? Before you go.
The bow tie kit, $24.99, but it makes 10, so you can make a bunch of them for you or your friends. Also, libraries can buy the kit and then give the materials out, and I'll be doing some more webcasting workshops in the near future.
So what's that kit you have in your hand, Natasha?
Oh, what do I have? Oh, I have the Be a Unicorn kit. This is a light up unicorn headband kit. And I also have here a Twinkling Tutu kit.
Ooh.
This allows you to make your own tutu from scratch, which I've been actually thinking about these longer form projects. I have a few kits. This is something that'll take several hours to do, so it'll entertain your kids for more time than this project. As well as I have a sewable circuit watch. What is this? A light up tote bag kit that has a unicorn on it. So if you have any unicorn fans in your life that need something to do, I've got you covered.
Well, thank you, Natasha. Yeah, Natasha kits are awesome. Seriously, if you need some cool STEM projects, check out Natasha and her really cool stuff at technochic.net. And that's it. We're going to go to our end credits because, yay, we're done. Thanks, Natasha. Catch you later. Thanks for being on.
Josh.
We appreciate it. Bye. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back later. All right. End credits.